What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, wait. Okay, we can hear. Great. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hey, Christy. Hey, Fizz. Harper, what's up? I know, am I on time for once in my own live stream? Yes. Does it feel incredible? Sure does. How is everybody? Okay, here's the thing. And I think I need to double check. We've got a whole moment. So here's what happened. Modere ran their hey, let's start off this year on a strong foot. The lady they had talk on their call was the girl who ratted out Young Living with that book. So Melissa Truitt. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch her stories from last year in February. Then we're going to watch the Modere call. And you're still sleepy, but good. Good, Harper. Crystal, Mia, what's up? All right. So I think I have this ready to go. If you don't know who Melissa Truitt is, she is a former diamond, I thought. Maybe she's higher up. She's a former diamond from Young Living, Essential Oils. I was in Young Living. And she got a book, whole hullabaloo. She and her upline went over to Modere. Her upline got sued by Young Living for cross-recruiting. And that was a whole confusing moment. Young Living's a multi-level marketing company. Modere's a multi-level marketing company, but they are on this kick about social selling / affiliate marketing / confusing people about what they do. They're a multi-level marketing company too. Thank you, I just made it. How are your headphones? I'm debating on them and don't know anyone around me that has those. I love them, Christy. Now, you will love them more if you are on a Mac ecosystem, and here's why. When you pick up your ears, whatever you're listening to pauses. You can also easily swap out the earpieces if you need to clean them. I will get the silicone covers from Amazon. This is an incredibly comfortable, this is mesh right here. It's very comfortable. I work with my headphones on for work and editing video, and this gets very painful sometimes. This is super comfortable. If you're in the Mac ecosystem, I think it makes sense because it automatically switches, like, if you're on your computer, then you want to listen to something on your phone, it'll switch over automatically. And then you can manually plug them in for aux. So I have a lightning to this cord for streaming. So this is not Bluetooth to my computer. I had Bose for about 7 years before I got these. If you're not on a Mac ecosystem, I like the Bose, what are they? They're smaller, they're noise canceling, but these ones last a long time battery wise. I think it's like 20 hours. The Bose ones do too, but this thing right here is way more comfortable. Oh. Yay! I love that, Mia. Thank you. Hey, Heather. Thank you. You have Mac everything now? Yeah, I love them. You can also change the level of transparency with this button right here. So I have noise canceling on. You can also do transparency like level. So if you're walking outside with them on, you can set it up to lower so that you can hear cars around you, which I really like that. What else do I like? This part, the mesh on top is incredible. I would, if you could, I would save up and do the Apple. I do Apple Care on my stuff because I'm a klutz. So, they were an investment. I did the Apple monthly payments for 0%, so I just paid them off over 6 months or whatever. So I really like them, but I like them even better with the silicone because they're silver originally, And I got these for like $5 on Amazon, and I like them way better. And my sister has the black. And I wish I would have gotten the black, but I like white too. So, all right, here we go. Oh no, you're good. They are Bluetooth. They also plug in. They're Apple's headphones. They're a chunk of change. I paid them out over 6 months. So, yeah, here we go. So here's what we're doing. We're watching the video first, and oh no. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Okay, hopefully I didn't dox myself. All right, here. I need to see if y'all can hear it. We got to go to her stories. This is the when to run. We're going to watch all these first, and then we're going to watch the Facebook Live. Hopefully y'all can hear them. Please don't skip through these next slides. Please listen. And again, she made all these slides when she was selling for Modere, so take this with a grain of salt. But she was upset. This is 47 weeks ago.
Hi friends. If you have been around our page for very long, you know that we worked with Young Living essential oils for about 7 years. We still are huge fans of essential oils. We know exactly how they work and what they do and what they did for health. We worked with Young Living. We got to basically the second to the top rank with Young Living. And
Diamond is not the top rank, and I'm not trying to discredit her. Diamond is not the top rank. It's Diamond, Crown Diamond, Royal Crown Diamond. So Diamond is third from second. It's Royal Crown Diamond, Crown Diamond, Diamond. So she still had 2 more ranks to hit. And that's still a big deal. Diamonds make a crap ton of money in Young Living.
After getting to that top rank of Diamond, you get to see a little bit behind the curtain, and you get to see a little bit more behind corporate and the way things are run. And after a little while, we started to see that this company that we had, really worked with and really believed in was not what we had signed up for. It was something just different, and we couldn't really pinpoint it.
Oops, let me run the intro real quick because I don't want to get slapped. Here we go. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry.
We heard some things and we saw some things that didn't agree with our spirit. But
also, trigger warning, religious kind of manipulation. I'm going to be as respectful as I can to her beliefs and her perspectives. I'm also going to be a little bit, I want to critically look at what she's saying too. But this is just an appetizer for watching the Facebook Live we're about to watch. So, what the heck? There we go. All right, we're going back. We're going back. There we go.
It was just something we just knew something. We knew something had changed, and we prayed really hard about it, and we walked away. We resigned our account with Young Living 5 months ago. We resigned our checks, everything.
Sorry, I'm flickering. I just mounted my camera to the wall, and I mounted my light to the wall, and I only have one up right now. So I know some people are light sensitive here. I'm trying my best. I don't know how. Let me try one way to fix it. Hold on. Oh god. Camera hub. Let me see if I can turn the hertz down so it doesn't. Why is it flickering here? And it's not flickering here. What if I go 50 hertz? It's a little better. Okay, sorry. All right, I'll leave that up so it's not flickering as much anymore.
And that was a big decision for our family because it was
Kelly.
Huge part of our income, but we knew that the Lord was calling us out of that. Yesterday evening, I got something in the mail This
And Kira has done a huge deep dive on this book on her website. It's mlmmombi.com. There's a hyphen. I think I've linked it in the description, or I will after the video.
book
This is an expensive book. It's like $200.
from Young Living, and it is written by their RCD of Royal Crown Diamond.
Okay, thanks, Fizz.
Is by CEO and Mary Young. She's the CEO. It says to Dear Diamonds. This book.
So there was a letter. There was a letter that was sent out with this book. And here,
Is
I'll show you.
is by CEO and Mary Young. She's the CEO. It says to Dear Diamonds.
So that she did receive a specific letter that said Dear Diamond. So it would it not have been a reasonable thing? And I don't want to get too much into this because I haven't even done my video on it, but it's like, it would have been reasonable for Diamonds to say like, oh my gosh, this came from Young Living.
This book is honestly one of the darkest, most demonic books that I've ever had in my house. I cannot wait to get it, but I knew that I had to share this. The things that they're taking.
And it's again, Kira goes into it more like critically, and she actually did it. She was able to ask Spike Robinson, who works for John A. some questions. Just Spike's kind of an expert about cults and groups and stuff, and so she was able to give some insight into that. Thank you, Harper. Yes, that is Kira's website. Mombi/antimlm.com. And again, if you, she's a Christian, there's some, I don't want to derail the chat, but, her perspective, thank you for looking the stream. Thank you for looking the stream. I also downloaded a seal to put up, so we can do that later, but it maybe get too much into the weeds to explain it. SparkNotes version, she doesn't want to be saying anything about speaking anything over her, like manifestation. She calls it demonic. I don't know. It's very confusing. She's upset. She's also a Modere rep, and her upline that she left Young Living with got sued by Young Living.
Saying for people to do basically a seance with oils, things that they are wanting. Hang on, forget it. There's no way I'm going to get through this without tearing up. One of the quotes that you're supposed to say as you put these oils on you, and I quote, "I am the resurrection and the life of my lineage."
Okay, quick side note. In the Bible, I don't want to trigger people. I'm coming from the perspective that she's a Christian. They are very strongly passionate about Jesus being the way, the truth, and the life. And so if someone says that about themselves, Christians, they're whatever. They balk at that, okay? Oh no. Where did my camera go? Oh, there I am. I'm so small. What happened? Must be Young Living. Ben Riley, are you here? Just kidding. I'm just joking.
There is nothing more false than
I think she's legitimately upset. And it's a shit show at Young Living. Oh, are we 13 minutes in? Heck yeah. It's a freaking shit show. I think that they violated people's privacy to send them this stuff. Or the guy that did that. I think there was some stuff that wasn't okay that went on from a business perspective. And I could see her feeling exposed, getting a book and thinking that it's coming from Young Living. I can see it being upsetting to her.
taking Jesus out of it and putting yourself in there and putting yourself as Jesus. That's just so dark and demonic.
Yeah.
And believers, you have to know that this is written in black and white and handed down to people. You're supposed to hand this down to your team and put this in their households, and know that this kind of stuff is a slow trickle. You let this into your house and it will completely ruin you.
Yeah, she made this video last year. So we're watching this because she was one of the people on the Facebook live today from Modere. So this is context.
Another one is so false as well. Jesus taught the use of oils to the disciples, not masses. Jesus didn't do that. And the fact that his name is in this book makes me just...
Yeah, it's literally like, again... If we step back from it, from like, yeah, we hate all the religious manipulation that goes on. The dude who wrote this book, let's say you are Christian. If you're talking about the stuff that's actually in the Bible, not the stuff being used for his own profit or whatever, the guy who wrote this book, he wasn't teaching oils to anybody. And the fact that it said in that book, like, I could see how a Christian might be upset about that. I mean, she's obviously has lots of big feelings about it.
It's really bad. And another one is I am sovereign in my God self. So we are little gods. Again, so false. Another one is I am the brilliant mind of my creator. So we are God's mind. And I don't know what...
And again, we're watching this because there's a power play going on between Modere and Young Living, or at least there's lots of stuff going on in the background. I can see and I can be compassionate and at least empathetic towards her if you're Christian and you were sent something from a company that claims to have Christian foundational principles. And again, however you feel about that, I think that's a different argument for a different day. I can see how it would be upsetting to her. And we're about to see my grandmother upline in a minute.
The founder of Target, their beliefs are, or Anthropology, or any of my favorite stores. But I know that if they sent me a book like this, it would be the very last second that I ever spent a dime with them. Young Living, none of their products will ever be in our house ever again. And I just want you to know that, like, leaders, you know you got this book. And now this is in your hands. And so if you hide this from your team, you are condoning this behavior. This is going to be at your conventions. This is going to be everything that you do with Young Living. And if you do condone it, that you are handing down this spiritual warfare to everyone in your team. This is so much bigger than money. This is so much bigger than the day-to-day life. This is eternal significance that you have in your hands, and you've got to rise up and stand up and run from this. There's no amount of money that should keep you in bondage to this company with this as a leader.
She's upset. We get it. Okay. Hold to read. We've already read this. Kira's already covered this. I'd love for y'all to go support Kira on her website to give her website traffic. And this guy's just saying Gary Young taught him everything he knows, and so that should make him inherently valuable, and you should buy his product from him, basically. It's just... And we're saying it from the perspective of she's a Christian, she's upset. What? They're also, like, telling you, like, types of people based off their facial structure. Like, what kind of fuckery is this? You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm so sorry. If cussing, makes you feel some kind of way, this might not be the channel for you. I try not to do it too much, but, like, people getting exploited or science getting twisted or phobias getting preyed on makes me feel some kind of way, and sometimes the cursey words come out. So if you're free range listening, please put your headphones on, and I won't do it in the first 13 minutes of a call because YouTube slaps me for that. But, yeah, like, what kind of nonsense is this? Eyes wide apart. Check for a wide perspective of life. Do they see the big picture? Are they relaxed about the details so much so they get missed? Do they take in a large scope of understanding and concept? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Vertical forehead? Subjective may require step-by-step sequential information. They like to know the whole process to support full understanding. Is there like genetic support to back up this? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna skip all this. Robert Tennyson Stevens, Marcella Van Harding, they're both associated with Young Living, and forward by Mary Young. This is my grandmother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother. She's like my great-great-great-great upline, my former upline in Young Living. So it was the girl I was placed under, the girl I signed up with, her upline, then Brooke Kristen, then Jessica Garvin. So 5 levels up. So she still got paid on me. Jessica Garvin, 141,000 followers at the time. She said, "You're an embarrassment to everything that is network marketing. This is low." What? No, it's not like, it's more like they, I'm just gonna try to explain this as best I can and not get too religious. It's more about like reserving a lot of respect for like who they believe God to be. So Christians, it's like God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. And Julie Jo can talk more about this on her channel, but saying like they look up to and revere God, and they don't want to use language that would put them in the same category as God. I don't know if I'm explaining this that well. I'm kind of nervous to be talking about this on a stream. It's not, and there's probably more like Bible stuff about it, and I don't mean to be rolling my eyes. I'm not rolling my eyes at the live chat. I'm nervous about talking about this because I don't think I'm doing it right, but it's more about like saying, hey, someone else is God and it's not me. So I don't want to use language that would make it appear that I'm God. That's essentially it, I think. And it will and I say this like limited. I can understand how someone of that faith might be upset about the language used in the book. It's more, I think, more new agey / and again, Kira broke it down amazing on her blog post. So go read that if you want to read more into it, but I don't know. We are already receiving screenshots of diamonds from within. And again, she didn't share any screenshots here. So take this with a grain of salt. From diamonds from within their private groups, they are furious and ashamed that their fellow diamonds are trying to spin this so they can keep their paychecks. They're saying the book isn't from corporate. Their CEO wrote the foreword. Her best friend, who is a Royal Crown Diamond, wrote the book. It was sent to all diamonds. There's a handful lying saying they didn't get it. They did, and it literally says, Dear Diamonds. They only had my address because they have a list of diamonds from corporate. This is from corporate, published through a third party as usual, so they can claim to cure cancer, which this book also does. Okay, anyways. So it's a whole thing.
We are out running some errands. I have a perfectly timed girls trip coming, so I'm getting some things done before I head out of town. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you so much. So many of you have reached out and sent voice memos of like prayers for us, and just support and written prayers, and just know that like that is so awesome, and I'm so thankful. I've also gotten hundreds of messages of people that have also felt that same in their spirit and have walked away months.
No worries. The part I don't get is those diagrams of the foreheads. I don't either. But wouldn't God be more honored that they can see things that oppose their religion and uphold their views and religion even against those things? Sure. I think, yes and no, Christy. It's not. Let me think about it more and give a better answer. I'm trying to think about this. And sometimes it takes me a little bit to think of an answer. So let me think about it. I will definitely answer I'm going to star your question so I can go back and answer it, okay?
In their spirit and have walked away months ago, weeks ago, and just listen to that, even though it can be scary. I'm just so thankful that there's so many people that are bold in their faith and walk that out every single day. Yes, we've gotten some hate messages, but I have thick skin. It will be fine. We will continue just to pray for people and move on down the road. Things are going to be okay, and we know that, and we trust fully in God. And
hopefully this is the last I have to talk about that book or anything Young Living related. I said what I was convicted to say, and I'm at peace with that. The heartbreaking part is that not one single leader has held their CEO accountable for endorsing writing in that book and giving out addresses to send that book to. Instead, they choose to attack me and my character. That should speak volumes. Interesting. It's a historically racist and supremacist field of science. Typically, people will equate face shape with intelligence, but really it's just a way to categorize those a dominant group that doesn't like. Okay. I think equating yourself to a god would be seen as false idols, but definitely not an expert. Yeah, that can be it too. And it's a little convoluted. Maybe we can ask Julie Joe. Okay, so that's the background. So let me turn my phone off. That's a little bit of the background. Young Living has been bleeding reps for a very long time. Very large teams have left to go to Modere, Q Sciences, Arbonne, who else? Melaleuca are kind of the main ones. And I don't think iGenius. And so there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and I find it interesting that Melissa is the one talking on this call for Modere, starting off the new year, and there's been so much contention with her and Young Living. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Let me go back. Shadow was the one who sent me the link for it, so thank you, Shadow. I'm going to. All right, let me get my other screen up. I think it's this one.
Why does a Q-tip's cotton?
What is going on? What? I don't know what's going on. iPhone? Okay. Okay, it's right here in the corner. Okay. Are you sure you want to close this window? Yes. Let me make this bigger, guys. Oh my goodness. Let me unlink. I will fast forward it once I figure what the heck I'm doing. Delete. Delete. there's a video playing in the background and I don't know how to fix it, so let me screen share, is that it? Yep, that's it. Unlock. We're playing this straight off Facebook because this is not live. I missed it this morning. I literally was being a bread loaf this morning. A little potato loaf. Full of gluten. Just sleeping and crafting. Alright. Sound on. Oh, can y'all hear that? No. Dang it. Can you hear that? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go. Oh man. Edit.
Good evening and welcome to the Modere 2023 New Year Kickoff event. On behalf of 𝐓𝐇𝐎𝐒𝐃, Justin, Sarah, and the rest of the Modere corporate staff, we wanted to wish you a very happy New Year. We hope that you've had an excellent holiday season, that you are able to gather with loved ones, rest and relax, and come to this new year with renewed resolve, that we can look at our potential and look at ways to reach that potential through this new year. It's such a great time of year where people are introspective and they look at those New Year's resolutions and they look for self-betterment.
Hey, Chelsea.
You know, here at Modere, we're no different. As a corporation, we've planned out this new year and visited the touchstones of being compassionate, humble, authentic, vibrant, and most importantly, extraordinary and disruptive. Now in 2023, we look to be a disruptive force as we look to launch industry-creating products that are going to help your business grow and expand. It's going to be a great year, and we're going to get it started right now. So not a better way to get us started than with the best CEO in the world, 𝐓𝐇𝐎𝐒𝐃. She's going to get this event kicked off right and with a ton of energy. And following 𝐓𝐇𝐎𝐒, we're going to hear from Elite 3 out of Oklahoma. She's an up-and-coming star. We're going to hear from
put the speed at 125.
Then we're going to hear an incredible story from one of our Latina leaders. Her name is Carolina Diarcia. Then we're going to get some strategic direction from the best boss in the world, Mr. Justin Sarah, the general manager of North America. He does such a good job with our market. He's going to lay out some vision and some strategy for 2023. And then last but certainly not least, one of the best speakers in the world, and we have the privilege that he's part of our company. We're going to hear from
this not the right one?
Justin Prince, and he's going to close us out.
Oh, Justin Prince. He's, oh my God. Hold on. I need to see what the hell I'm doing wrong. Let me look on my phone. Because Shadow sent me this. Is this the right one? Is this former left to go and took her team with her? Is this from the link? Okay, hopefully she's on this one. Oh, I'm still on it. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Oh well, that's okay.
So if you haven't already, lock that office door, order the DoorDash, get the pen and pencil out, and let's get ready to rock and roll.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our 2023 New Year Kickoff event. We could not be more excited about 2023 because of the vision and plan that we have
I
in
love
place.
garlic bread.
And I'll tell you, I remember experiencing Formula One for the very first time and being captivated by the speed and the grace of the sport, and then the perfect blend of this technical expertise and craftsmanship, but also teamwork and unity. And for these reasons, I was so excited that we had the opportunity to be an official partner
of the
Alfa Romeo F1 Team Orlen for the 2022 Formula One racing season. And with its high-end global luxury image, you know that the F1 brand actually aligns very well with our own. The alliance placed, Modere at the forefront of consumer brand recognition all around the globe. And earlier this year, I had this awe-inspiring experience spending Father's Day weekend in Montreal at the Canadian Grand Prix with the Alfa Romeo F1.
Let me see if I can put captions on.
I was blown away by the skill and the precision our team demonstrated during
trying to be
a pit
inclusive.
stop. In fact, check this out. Isn't that incredible?
This is not live, Heather. This is on Facebook.
Only about 3 seconds to change all 4 tires on an F1 car and get it back into the race. I wasn't expecting it. And if you blink, you'll miss it. The speed and precision is incredible, but it doesn't just happen by chance. You know, there's more than 20 people that are actively participating in an F1 pit stop. And each individual team member is assigned to a very specific role. Before the season begins, the team spends thousands of hours practicing pit stops and training the crew. And it's a very highly choreographed performance that takes detailed planning in order for it to be successful. You know, Pablo Picasso said, "Our goals can only be reached through a vehicle of a plan, in which we must fervently believe, and upon which we must
This was live
act.
this morning.
There is
I missed
no
it.
other route to success." So we have big goals here at Modere. Our vision is to become the most viral consumer brand on the planet, a multi-billion-dollar company. We are committed to the research and development of science-based, category-leading formulas that are as safe as they are effective. But most importantly, we have a plan to get there. We developed the Modere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
I think
plan.
she's trying to tell a story.
2021. And during this year, we focused on supporting the growth of the field
Kira.
through new product launches, such as Modere Access Treatbiotic, which actually features
Trying to
our
work my
cutting-edge
live stream.
microbiome matrix with perfectly paired pre, pro, and postbiotics. We worked to empower social marketers with tools that they needed to be successful and adapt to the ever-changing marketplace as we prepared to launch Social Retail Next Gen. And then this last year, we actually brought you Social Retail Next Gen to increase customer loyalty and work.
They're dead set on calling Modere social retail. And look, it's an MLM. It's a multi-level marketing. You're going to have people underneath you that you make commission off of, and you're going to make commission off of what people buy from you as well. And it's MLM. It's not social retail. I know they have some programs where you can give a discount code and you can have influencers sell your Modere stuff, but my microphone. Maybe they were trying to say that like Modere works together well in, I don't know. Oops, sorry. I know my stuff's open. There we go. So basically, and I thought this was the case, I think this is the one where Melissa Truitt's on this call. I'm waiting for Shadow to get back with me. Hopefully she does.
To perfect our product quality and delivery, a plan
Thank you for
a new
subscribing to
e-commerce
the
platform,
channel.
and launch Modere into e-commerce. We introduced the VIP list, Modere Access OptiPack,
Why is
and
this doing
so
this?
much more. So
Wait.
our 2023 plan
Thank you, Des.
begins with
How are
Project
you?
23. And we have always been on the cutting edge of nutrition science, as you know, and we're doing it again with the upcoming launch of Project 23. So this groundbreaking category of intuitive nutrition is designed to empower women to take ownership of their health.
Oh, hell.
And while this top secret category disrupting hormone-free product line will officially launch at our 2023 SRC, or Social Retail Conference in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're actually prepared an exclusive social marketer-only pre-launch training just for you tomorrow during our morning event session. I'm incredibly
when is
excited,
this
not
one?
only about this product,
Is this the
but
right
also
one?
the passion that Project 23 story is already inspiring, and all the plans we're working on to support and grow this groundswell into a global movement that can affect real change and empower women everywhere
I think
to
this
believe
was
in
from today.
themselves and in the world we are working to create together.
Dang it, am I watching the wrong one? Hold on, we may be watching the wrong frickin' one. Hold on, sorry. Is this from today? Comment. It's from 1 day ago. Is this the right one? Kickoff virtual. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. I'm an idiot. Hold on, I gotta see if... I'm looking for Melissa Truitt. I think it must be this one. Hold on. Sorry. Technical difficulties. That's a December kickoff call. This is session 1. This is from 10 weeks ago. I just want to listen to the Melissa. Yes, this is a screenshot from the Facebook watch for the New Year kickoff. 4 weeks ago. Okay. It must be this one. Sorry. Let me just scrub it real quick. There she is. We're watching the right one. Sorry, we're back.
Effective.
We're back.
Most importantly, we have a plan to get there.
Cat!
We developed the Modere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plan. We actually started in 2021. And during this year, we focused on supporting the growth of the field through new product launches, such as Modere Access Prebiotic, which actually features
a human with technical
microbiome
difficulties
matrix with perfectly paired pre, pro, and postbiotics. We worked to empower social marketers with tools that they needed to be successful and
I wonder if they're talking to Ashley Molstad.
Ever-changing marketplace as we prepared to launch social retail next gen. And then this last year, we actually brought you social
retail
sound
like
next
body
gen to increase customer loyalty and work to perfect our product quality and delivery, a plan for a new e-commerce platform, and launch Modere into e-commerce. We introduced the VIP list, Modere Access OptiPack, and so much more. So our 2023 plan begins with Project 23.
Sorry,
and we have always been on the cutting edge of nutrition science, as you know, and we're doing it again with the upcoming launch of Project 23. So this groundbreaking category of intuitive nutrition is designed to empower women to take ownership of their health. And while this top secret category disrupting hormone-free product line will officially launch at our 2023 SRC, or Social Retail Conference, in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're actually prepared an exclusive social marketer-only pre-launch training just for you tomorrow during our morning event session. I'm incredibly excited, not only about this product, but also the passion that Project 23 story is already inspiring, and all the plans we're working on to support and grow this groundswell into a global movement that can affect real change and empower women everywhere to believe in themselves. And in
what
the
about
world
the
we are
dudes?
working to create together.
What the hell are we doing preying on women? I don't freaking get it. And you have a woman-run company, and you're creating a system that's going to prey on more women? What the hell is this?
Additionally, we've heard you and your customers asking, and I'm so pleased to confirm that Modere will be adding a new scientifically formulated hair care system to our award-winning Clean Beauty line, better known as Silk-Proof. Powered by the multi-patented BioCell Collagen CG, plus other emerging science-backed ingredients. And so these trend-setting formulas are slated to launch this coming fall. And we're also investing heavily in a new e-commerce platform that will launch later this year.
Hey, Carly.
We're working to make enhancements to the back office and to the buzz. And our plans are in...
If you have top chat on, switch it to live chat if you want to see everyone's comments, but all the comments also get displayed on the screen, so if you see a difference, it's probably because you're on top chat.
Place to continue to expand the business, elevate the brand, and improve the overall customer and social marketer experience. And this is just the beginning. You know, we have so many more exciting surprises for you along the way in 2023. In fact, we're already working on developing forward-looking new product concepts, tools, and so much more for 2024, 2025, and beyond. So our sights are set on the big picture, and we're working to secure your future here, not just through 2023, but for the many, many years to come. Abraham Lincoln said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." While other companies were content to rest on the temporal success that came with the wave of economic recovery over the past few years, we've been sharpening our axe. You know, we've been working to keep improving and to keep growing, even with 1,500% growth since 2017.
Me too,
There has never been a better time to be here at Modere. With clarity of vision and a commitment to our plan, we're ready to be able to pursue greater heights than ever before. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your loyalty, and thank you for your belief in Modere. Let's make 2023 our best year yet.
She comes across...
And thank you all again for joining virtually tonight. I'll see you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Time as we make some exciting announcements about Project 23. You won't want to miss this.
She comes across as much better, like much more palatable than Mary Young or Jake Spencer or Stuart McMillan. There we go. Melissa. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to see Modere ranks. All right. So she is what? Oh, the finance guy. Sorry, I'm trying to get this. Oh. I'm trying. All right, so she is Elite Platinum Elite 3. Elite 3 Platinum. Hold on, this isn't right. Modere compensation plan. Trying to Modere compensation plan. I just want to see how much money she's making. Okay, Platinum Elite 3. Customer points 7,000. Active customer count. What do you mean active? You only need 35 customers for Platinum 2? So she's up there. She's at the very tippity top. Or close to the top.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be sharing my new year with you guys. My name is Melissa Truitt. I am a wife, a mom of 5. We live in a little tiny town in Oklahoma that we absolutely love. I was born and raised here.
Was she an RCD? I thought she was a diamond.
As coaches' parents. They both coached me in different sports. And so I had a lot of mindset and encouragement. And I remember in 7th grade, my dad made me and my sister.
I must have messed that up.
Memorize this poem, which of course
when we watched her story, she said she was a diamond, but maybe she was a Royal Crown diamond.
A know-it-all 7th grader. I was like, this is the worst. This is so dumb. I'm never going to use this in my life. And now I'm a mid-30s woman, and I have this poem printed and in a frame in my house.
Mid-30s? She's my age?
The poem is If by Rudyard Kipling. And this little part that he says, I just think about all the time with life. And he says, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And the main line that I come back to all the time is if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. In life and in business, you are going to go through the mountaintops and the valleys. We watched her to our future self if we got to
okay. I mean,
the peak of the mountain.
As long as you're not hurting other people, I think if you're not taking away people's human rights, like I don't want to. I know she's very religious, and I do not enjoy people mixing religion with business and using religion to manipulate others, for sure.
And we just kicked back and said, you know what, this is it. This is how life is going to be forever. It's going to be rainbows and unicorn. I never have to worry about anything. We know that's not true. Life comes at you, things change, and we kind of have to go with the times, right? Sometimes when we're in the peak, it would be a huge disservice for us if we said, you know what, this is my life now. I'm going to be stressed. Things are down. Nothing good can come from that, right? No, we have to treat both of those the exact same, which is keeping our head down and keeping one foot in front of the other. Now, when I came over to Modere, one of the things that I learned to absolutely love, I'm a competitive person, and I absolutely love this, is in our back office. So if you go into Shifting Retail and into your back office and you scroll to the bottom, there's that little chart that says what rank you're going for next, right? And so if you're going for silver, it'll have 3 little lines.
Growing out of my head.
Need to achieve to get to silver. So the first line, you've done it. You got to check. Second line.
Oh, that's
check.
okay.
Third line, ooh, you're missing a little bit. And so
everybody's welcome here.
You're not quite there until you hit silver. And so you work and your next customer customer order comes in and you're like, this is it. I'm going to silver. You log back into your back office. You go scroll to the bottom. It doesn't have, you know, confetti and fireworks. The box is now changed and it says gold. Here's your next rank. Right? Here's our next goal that we're going for. And I love
there's 5 of us,
like,
so
yes, you did it.
𝐔𝐶 my mom
now let's keep
had,
moving.
you know,
let's keep writing
probably
this out, right?
touching the line on that quiverful idea.
We've been with Modere now a little over a year. We came from a typical network marketing background that we worked in for about 7.5 years. We got to almost the very tip top rank, top of the comp plan. And we were introduced, we saw what was going on with Modere. And honestly, I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is something that I think looks really good. And the one thing that was a real game changer for us was seeing that we can truthfully tell people that anyone can see success here. It doesn't matter your following. It doesn't matter your experience. It doesn't matter if you've, you know, been with another company before. None of that matters.
I'm adding Chris Pratt.
Anyone can see successes. And God has been so faithful with that, and we've seen our team flourish, and so many team members hitting huge life-changing ranks with no experience. And so
I gotta fix it.
To see that and the culture of the company and how that community has rallied around them has been incredible. The power in proximity is something that is huge with Modere. I was blown away the first month I signed up that incredible leaders that were at the very top that weren't necessarily, their income wasn't based on how I did. They still poured into us. They still wanted everyone to succeed, and they treated everyone the exact same. And I absolutely love that, because this Modere, the social retail, is this is the way of the future, right, guys? We know the new product that's coming and the lives that it is going to transform, and that is huge. But we can look at the future, and it is bright, and I'm more excited than I've ever been for this business. But let's even just talk about what happened in November.
Unquiverful with cats.
We had huge Cyber Monday, biggest ever, 15% up from what we did in 2021, right? And then in November was only a couple percentages away from being our biggest month ever.
That's true.
Period.
You're right,
now,
Mia.
That's huge and amazing. This also comes when Amazon is laying off over 100.
Every time people found out how many kids my mom had, they were like, oh, isn't that stressful? And we're like standing right there while they're asking her that. And it's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. We all like each other, and our parents, you know, are nice people. So
1,000 employees, when Facebook is bracing for more layoffs, when Netflix is down for the first time in a decade, we are doing the opposite. We are growing month over month. So when motivation runs out, discipline sets in, right? So we can talk about, we get poured into with leaders, and I love listening to them and what they say, but if they motivate me and then I just wait.
How can you even compare yourself on the same level with Netflix? Let's just take a gander for a second. What is Netflix? What is Netflix net worth? $140.43 billion. Billion. It's up 5.85. It's up 1.89% today. It was down 5 days ago, and now it's up again. I don't know what that means. Let's see Modere. Modere net worth. I know y'all can't see. Are they a privately held company? Modere. Whoa, 250 billion? Is that a B? No, 368 million. Look. No. I'm trying to show y'all. Where's the right screen? Snark. Is this it? Oh no. Is this it?
Why does a Q-tips cut?
It's my Q-tips for Q Sciences. It says 368 million for 2022. So you're not even in the same neighborhood. You're not even in the same neighborhood as Netflix, and I wouldn't say I love Netflix.
Wake up and just continue doing nothing with my business. The motivation did nothing but make me happy for a few hours, right? we've got to have our discipline really set in. So today I want to talk about setting those daily disciplines for long-term growth.
I don't know.
So we are in the winter months, right? It is cold. It is dark. Things look dead. We are all already looking forward towards spring. But after winter, spring always comes. And we learn to love the spring because of what we went through
IBLP and stuff.
Right? Spring equals new growth, new opportunity. But our winter months directly impact how our spring and our summer is going to be. So if we are not pouring into fertile soil, and if we're not doing what we need to do in the winter, our spring is going to be, our harvest is not going to be big, right? If you don't plant in the winter, the spring, new growth.
Can we speed her up because she talks kind of slow?
Is a study that came out in the Fortune 1000 companies.
There we
go.
The
very top, most successful companies on this earth. And what they found was that of those 1,000 companies, 65% of them were born or started in economic winter months, so tougher times, right? Now, these aren't just like mom and pop companies. This is Disney. This is FedEx. This is Whole Foods, Apple. Of all these seasons to grow a business, winter and tougher times is the time to go. This is when the big guys double down on their business. When they don't say,
if you're just,
this is too hard. I think maybe this isn't for me, right?
If you're just joining the live, this is Melissa Truitt. She was the one who who made a big hullabaloo about that book, that Young Living book that she received 5 months after she left Young Living. And now she is on the New Year's kickoff call with Modere, and she is also at the tippity top of Modere, in my opinion. From what I understand of their comp plan, she's platinum. She's platinum something elite 3. So she's very high up there.
They're doubling down on what they already know to do, and they're planting even more because leaders don't fall to the culture. They create their own culture with their own momentum, right? Okay, so if you're taking notes, I want you to write down these 3 things that we are going to do to be building a resilient business. Number 1, belief in this industry, this company, belief in the product.
This is the best at recaps.
I've already given you some of the reasons why you can believe in this company. We could sit here all day and talk about why else you could believe in this company. The products. If you don't have a personal testimonial, I strongly encourage you to consistently stay on the products so that you have them. If you're brand new to this and you're like, I need to learn more about these products. Real Results 2.0 Facebook group is filled with incredible testimonials on our products. I can scroll through there and half of them get me choked up because I love to see the before and afters and the changes that people have made, right? And then belief in yourself. This is something that you have to work on. I can't do it for you. No one else can do it for you. It is daily to believe in what you're doing, to believe that you are capable, to believe that you are valuable, and to believe that what you say matters. Somebody out there needs to hear what you have to say. Okay, number 2 is action. And we're going to break these down a little bit more, okay? And then number 3 is consistency with duplication. So your reality is a direct reflection of your strongest belief, okay? So hear that again. Your reality is a direct reflection of your strongest belief. So maybe some of you guys follow Justin Prince, right? If you don't, you definitely should. So let's say you go on there and you're like, I really want to, I look at Justin Prince and he's smart. He has figured this out. He is clearly doing very well for himself, but it's probably because he has a good following.
I'm hiding it, don't worry.
Probably because he's done this before, or it's probably just
my
because
little seal, proceed to seal.
Okay, you will be allowing that false belief to just squash any sort of real beliefs that you have. 1, he started probably even lower than we are because this is before the systems that we are so fortunate enough to have in place even were there, right? We can't compare ourselves to people that are at the very top in their journey as opposed to ours, right? And then your belief can be built and it can be borrowed. We can borrow his belief. We can borrow other people's belief, right? Most people in this industry can be very skeptical, right? So if I go up and I'm like, hey, Sally, I started this new business. It's really fun, having a good time.
So quickly, side note, Justin Prince was mentioned in the lawsuit with Madison Vining, which is Melissa Truitt's upline in Modere. And apparently there's a book. There is a bridge book that Justin, and from what I understand of the information I've read, and I don't know if he wrote it, but there is a book that goes around when you are thinking about coming over to Modere, how to transition from one company to another to protect yourself so you don't get sued. I would love to see that book. So if you have one and you wouldn't mind sending it to me, I'd love to take a look at it.
And I like the products.
But that book was mentioned in the lawsuit.
And so anyway, maybe you would want to hear more about it. I can send you a little video and then maybe we can you can get on an opportunity call with me tomorrow. You don't have to, it's whatever. Sally's like, oh, I've done that before. I cannot, no, I've done it. I'm not good at it. I don't want to do that.
what happened? Your itty bitty belief was just like squashed and pounded down by Sally's big amount of skepticism, right? Now, let's say that we're working on our belief and we're working on why we are going for this, right? And so we say, okay, you know what, Sally? I'm so excited about this. I've started this new business and it has done X, Y, Z for me and my family. It has been a huge blessing for us.
Yep.
These products have been a
It's
game
like a
changer for me in my
PDF.
health, and I would love to walk you through.
Like a step-by-step book, and it walks you through how to transition from one company to another one without getting sued, which is, I want to see that book so badly.
Through that. But we are also at the very start of this. Like, we are launching a huge product
Yep.
that is going to be big for
Yep.
women's health. And that is
Yep.
just the start of this. And I'm starting a brand new line, and I would love to be able to work with you, right? I would love for you and I to go arm in arm, and I will
Yep.
invest all of my time in you, and we are going to get this off and running.
Yep.
What's Sally going to say? She's going to be like,
Welcome back,
"She works with me?
Christy.
Little old me?" Like, okay, yeah. Like, send me that video, and let's go have coffee tomorrow, and I'm going to pick your brains about everything. So what happened in that scenario? Your giant belief just squashed Sally's itty bitty little skepticism, right? And because of your belief, you magnetized Sally to you, because belief is magnetic. So suddenly she sees like, she already has belief because of yours. She's already like, this is kind of a sweet opportunity. I got to go talk to my sister about it, right?
What?
So resilient businesses are built when we realize it's all about them and not about us. So if I'm like, I just need one more so I got to get up to the rank up, that is the quickest way for you to burn it when you make it about yourself.
It is sure easy. It is sure easy for someone who came over from Young Living with a giant team behind her to talk about belief in how that can really attract customers. And you're hearing this from a Platinum 3 black belt super diamond. I know that's not their correct rank, but she quickly made it to the top in Modere because she was already at the top in Young Living. I understand confidence in talking about a product that you can get excited about if you're trying to sell it. Sales is a valuable skill set, and lots of businesses need really great salespeople. The part that is twisty about multi-level marketing is the integration of the product in every single part of your life that you don't need beliefs or products like seeping into. Oh my God, we're only 24 minutes in.
Her life and her knowing that she has value to this and she can do this. It is something that will continue on in your business. You will be fulfilled in your business doing that. And
Karina has some incredible plans.
Of how well we serve others. The more people we serve, the more successes that we see. Okay, let's talk about action point number 2, action.
Love that, Karina.
So again,
do you and Leo want a matching?
And have some things, tangible things that we.
Do you and Leo want a matching hat? Let me know. I'll send you and Leo one, Karina.
Can do. Okay, once you change your belief,
I'm sending one to Christina and Corinthians.
Action becomes easy. So it is a new year, new you. We're 99% of us are like, we've got to get in the gym. And so if we say for 3 months, I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to hire this trainer and I'm going to be there every single day for 3 months. Okay, so the first couple days you wake up and you're like, oh, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to. I know I need to get my health in check. I don't want to. This is really hard, but I do. And you show up and you're disciplined and you go to the gym. After month 1, you're like, hey, I just ran up and down the stairs with my kids and I wasn't out of breath. And I've been playing tag with them and I'm feeling good. And it's because of, I know I'm getting in shape from the gym. So then month 2 rolls around and it's a lot easier to wake up, right? You're ready to go. And you see some of the changes. End of month 2 rolls around. You're like, wow, my clothes are fitting differently. I'm sleeping better. My mental health is better. I can't wait to go to the gym. Month 3 rolls up.
Okay,
you're like,
Harper, send me a DM with your address.
I'm going to tell everyone I know to come and join me because I know what this has done for my life. And I want that same thing for everyone else, right? So our action became very easy because our belief in the goal, we see what is happening. That belief is getting stronger and stronger. So our actions become easier. And this brings up the next portion of our training. And if it's okay, I would love to give you guys some tangible steps. So most of us build our business on social media, which if you don't, that's okay.
Yes, I do, Harper.
Building on social media. But I want to get out of.
We're taking a pause.
Just constant struggle to just scroll.
We're taking a craft pause. Harper, wait. I'm gonna take my hat off, so don't judge my hair, okay? You see this? This isn't the thing I would do. Well, if y'all want to, but This is a new stitch I learned on the Addy. So it's like, it's called I don't know what it's called, but it's anyways, I've got a huge head, so it's just this is not how. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm sending you one, Karina. I'm sending you and Leo. Just tell me the colors you like. I have plain colors and I have rainbow stuff.
Those apps are meant to be addictive. And if we let them, we can just sit there and mindlessly scroll and tell ourselves we're working.
Look, so this one's Christina's and this is matching Corinthians.
With, or everyone that I follow or that follows me on Instagram.
Well, this is not matching, but
Facebook,
this is their
social media post.
It's matching, but it's not.
They go into 3 different little pods, right? So you've got
Corinthians has a smaller head, so.
Now your hot pod of people are your ride or die people. Those are your close friends that you just can count on them for anything. When you reach out to them, say you reach out to me, and you're like, Melissa, I love this business. It is amazing. It's so fun. We are seeing successes everywhere, and I think you'd be great at it. I'm the type of person that's like, here's my credit card, sign me up, let's go. Let's freaking do this thing, right? But a lot of people aren't like that. A lot of people are a little more hesitant and take a little bit more time.
Sorry,
and that's okay
Tish.
too. On the other end of that spectrum is the coal bucket. The coal bucket is people that they follow you, you follow them. You don't really interact with them very much, right? And so what you're going to look for are people that you say, okay, there's, Zoe. And I see Zoe, her kid plays club soccer. Well, my kid plays club soccer. And so you start kind of just interacting with them. And it's a true, honest interaction. It's not something that you're saying, you're like, I don't want to be
You're literally telling us it's not true and honest.
We play there too. Have you guys been to Dallas this week? And you start kind of doing this. And then all of a sudden she's in your cold bucket, but now she's getting in your warm bucket because you're talking about, how was your Christmas? Did you have a good New Year?
You mean it's a neutral bucket?
You're becoming this rapport is becoming a lot easier. And then all of a sudden you see that Zoe is...
It's called a knitting machine, Karina. So, like, you put some thread on, and then you start doing the handle. And so underneath, it's like 80 rows of just normal knit. And then this pattern is, like, you do a rotation of wrapping it differently and stuff. But it's a knitting machine because I don't actually know how to knit.
Dallas again, and she's like, good Lord, I'm gonna have to sell a kidney to keep my kid in club soccer. And now you're
Rainbow.
Like,
oh my gosh,
talk to you about this business opportunity that I have done. This
like
has been a huge blessing for us because I don't have to miss soccer games. I don't have to miss
There's
practices,
green.
And it is
there's a whole. All the rainbow colors are in
this,
but my green screen's taking out the green.
If I can pay the kids' club soccer or their dance team, and I would love to sit down and have coffee with you and go over this with you. All of a sudden, Zoe went from cold to now she's in your hot pod, right? And Zoe might be like, I don't know, right now is not a good time. And that's okay. I'm keeping Zoe in the hot pod. And I'm going to continue pouring into her and continue building with her. And then all of a sudden, even if it's a year later, suddenly Zoe's like, I should have joined you last year. I'm ready.
Let's keep out of buckets. You're still
investing in her and caring about her as a real person. But now all of a sudden, she's off and she's doing the guides. So she's on her own and she's doing the thing, right? But we're still...
Can I just say how painful it is to find out that people only interacted with you because they were looking to get something from you? Like a sale or, a like on their photo or I'm sure live chat, we follow each other probably on Instagram. Like, hell yeah, tag me and stuff and I'll like your stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, I saw that you went to Starbucks today in your stories and that you got your dog a pup cup. I have a dog too. What's your dog's name? And that like purposeful targeting just to get someone to sign up for your multi-level marketing company is very painful when you leave or when you find out that they weren't really looking to be friends with you. They were looking for a sale. It's really painful, especially not even especially if you don't have a lot of friends and you think, oh my gosh, finally, I'm going to figure out how to make friends with people. And someone's actually like, we're figuring out how to be friends, or someone reached out, or I reached out and they responded or they reciprocated, and you find out that they only reciprocated because they're looking to catch you in their commission net. It's really painful. It's shitty.
We're going to be constantly filling up these pods. So when Zoe left and when I left, now we have to move people from the warm pod over to the hot pod, right? The people that we're going to continue on. And then again, we're filling it up with the cold people too. We're constantly moving them from pod to pod. Now,
really,
the reason
Christy?
that people will sign up with you is there's 3 different reasons, right? You've got community, finances, and products. So how is your community? Is it full of drama? Or is it...
Karina, I'll probably do yours like more feminine. Well, maybe not feminine, but like well, whatever, like fancier stuff, and then do Leo's more. I don't know. I'm probably saying all the not right terms, but I'll send you a picture, Karina, so you can pick.
Dreams. Okay, how is your finances? Are you having to spend more than you're ever making? And then product. Can I talk about this? They're going to find all of that out from how you're sharing. So if you are constantly positive and sharing about this community and sharing about the products and what they've done to you and your family and what this business has meant for you financially, they've already got that belief, right? They already see what this is. Again, this is a relationship business. Pouring into people and growing relationships with them is something that you will never, ever regret. Because as soon as you remember that it is about them and not about you, and your business will flourish. Okay, hope is not a strategy. We have to be intentional, okay? Number 3 that we're gonna talk about is consistency and duplication. So John Maxwell says small disciplines repeated with consistency every day leads to great achievements gained slowly over time. Now, success doesn't happen like that. It's just, it doesn't. And honestly, some of the most successful businesses grow the slowest because they have the sturdiest roots, right? So you have to be growing this in consistency. You want to have consistency in your belief. There's that word belief again.
I have a heated blanket. I'll survive the cold market.
So you're waiting for Jennifer Lopez to join your team or whoever.
I'm dying.
You know, your dream team member. But you have to keep showing up, right? And so you're like, well, I talked about it on Wednesday. I don't want to talk about it again. I'll wait for another couple of weeks. And you're thinking, if I keep talking about it, Jennifer Lopez is going to be like, oh, she's so annoying. I'm going to stop following her. Really, Jennifer Lopez is thinking, can I do what she's doing? Is this something that she's going to really stick out, or is this just kind of a fad? And so she's kind of watching. And as you're growing and as you're doing these new things, you're having to consistently change and go.
Cool. I'll let you pick like patterns you think that he might like. Also, texture wise, I'm funny about that. So like on the inside of this hat, it's double, so it's very flat. And I didn't mean to say like only some colors or patterns are for one, you know, certain genders and the other ones are not. I just I'm getting over some, you know, preconceived stuff, and I'll show you some colors I have, and y'all can pick.
With the times. I remember when Facebook came out in college.
I hope live chat, please don't burn my channel down. I'm trying very hard, and like I'm learning and growing every day, and basically some stuff I say is wrong.
And you had to have a college email address. And so I got on Facebook and I was like, this website is never going to work. What a waste of time. I was very, very wrong in that. But what has happened is Facebook has now evolved clearly, and we've evolved with it. And along with that, all of social media has. It has become a video platform, and it is, you know, Reels and TikTok.
Oh, I love that.
As somebody who's a mid-30s woman, the thought of doing a Reel is
Thank you, Karina.
But I don't care. To continue to grow, we have to continue to get outside of ourselves and kind of push those boundaries. Now, you're thinking, well, when ever makes it look easy, if I do a Reel, if I do some sort of video content, I'm going to be terrible about it. Well, let me just take that off your plate and just reassure you that you most likely will. We all are. If you are good at everything the first time, that's just annoying. You're going to be bad at something, and it's okay. We're going to get better. Yes. It will get easier, and you will get better over time.
Christy, send me a DM. What happened? Like, tell me everything.
You're just going to have to do to continue to grow your business. Let's look at Amazon. I am an Amazon junkie. You guys are all probably burnt out just like me on Amazon after the holidays, but I love Amazon, and then I will buy. I mean, if my best friend in Washington has a birthday flowers will show up from Amazon on the birthday morning. Now, if I have to write her a letter, Jesus will come back before that letter gets to her house, right? But I've been where I'm like, okay.
You can report her, Christy. You can report her to Mary Kay. They have a code of conduct. They have a code of conduct that they are supposed to follow, and they are dead serious on it. I would report her to Mary Kay.
A break from Amazon. Been going hard in Amazon. I need a little bit of a break. Does Amazon say, oh, she doesn't like us anymore. This is awkward. I don't want her to think we're annoying. We're just going to skedaddle. No, Amazon doubles down. Amazon's like, remember when you like those really soft gray socks? They come in black now, and they're on sale. So here's a notification. Just click this link, and they'll show up tomorrow.
Send it to me. I'll report her.
Or they're like, hey, I know that your husband likes this brand. Well, it's cold outside, and this coat that he likes is on sale. Click here to check out. So Amazon is Amazon.
Was she a director or a national sales director?
No matter what, right? No matter what I'm doing and what season I'm on. And we have to look at our businesses as we have to continue on those same kind of way. So if people decide that like, I don't want to right now, whatever, we keep moving forward. We keep
I'll be able to find her.
Because our belief and our actions and our discipline sets in, right? So for things to change, we have to change. For things to get better, we have to get better. And this is the perfect time to start that resolution of pushing ourselves and trying something new. Guys, let's take this new year to just really commit to our belief, our businesses, and ourselves. So thank you so much for showing up here today. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. Come say hi anytime you like.
Okay.
And I hope you guys have a great, happy new year.
So I think that's a good place to stop. Ooh, Platinum Black 3 Elite 1? What? Okay, now I'm intrigued. What are these titles in this group? Platinum Black 3 Elite 1? Is this like a... Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'll be able to find them. The nice thing is, some of the states that are smaller, there's the listing for who is there, but Mary Kay takes that stuff super seriously, and they do not play around with that, because all of the, you need to wear the right, the right jacket and skirt to in closed-toed shoes and makeup and be presentable and carry yourself with some kind of decorum and blah blah blah. If they would lose their shit. Picture, we need a picture, Harper. Dude, I wanna freaking rank up in anti-MLM. I'm a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Yes, you are, Karina. It sounds like Nixium rankings. Yes, it does. Yeah, totally, Sherry. They're in the art. We just here. Let me tag you in the art photo section. At Sherry. I think you're. Is that you? Here is the art photo. I just tagged you, Sherry, in Discord, so you can go to the art photo one, or feel free to post it in the. Oh, or linking is fine too. Business for on the Beachbody Company announces participation in the 2023 ICR. What? The Beachbody Company Inc. announces participation in the 2023 ICR conference. The Beachbody Company, a leading subscription health and wellness company, today announced that Carl Daikeler, co-founder, chairman, and chief executive officer, and Mark Sudin, chief financial officer, will participate in a fireside chat at the 2023 ICR conference to be held at the Grand Lakes, Orlando, on Monday, January 9th. The audio portion of the fireside chat will be webcast live through the investor relations section. Oh my god. Sending this to the Snark crew. Oh my god. Fireside chat. Chat with our bestie, Carl Daikeler, on January 9th. Oh my god. Sorry. Alright. Okay. More the better. There's literally no limit. And if you ever like put something somewhere, like it's not the only thing we're kind of like, we put like triggering stuff in the triggering chat, like if we're talking about like if we're linking things about people not being body inclusive, we put that in one of the chats to like protect the mental health of people in the group. But I kind of want to just listen to like a few minutes of her.
Hello. Thank you for being here today. I want to say thanks. My name is Carolina de Arcia. I greet you.
Oh, this is auto. Someone is translating this over her speaking in Spanish. Why wouldn't?
From Florida. I am very, very grateful to be here participating in this very important event.
Why? I guess like I don't understand, like why wouldn't they let her audio be open and available to people who do speak Spanish and then just caption it for the English speakers to, it feels a little disrespectful to her. Is that, Karina, can someone like tell me if I'm off base? Would it be not like more respectful to her as a speaker to have her be able to speak Spanish and then just caption it in English below? DeeCee. It has her phone number on it. Hell yes. Can you send me? I'd love to do a snark session on her. Yes. I'd also, Christy, if you can send it to me, I will tweet it. If you want to tweet it out, Mary Kay will love that. At Mary Kay US. Can you DM her info? This girl? Want me to go back?
Notification. Just click this link and they'll show up tomorrow.
Arcia, I greet you from...
Right? So for things to change, we have to change. For things to get better, we have to get better. And this is the perfect time to start that resolution of pushing ourselves and trying something new. Guys, let's take this new year to just really commit to our beliefs, our businesses, and ourselves. So thank you so much for showing up here today. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram. Come say hi anytime you like. And I hope you guys have a great, happy new year.
Carolina. Is it D'Arcia?
Hello. Thank you for being here today. I want to say thanks. My name is Carolina de Arcia. I greet you from Florida.
I was so close, except very far off.
Very, very grateful to be here participating in this very important event. And well, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Mexican.
Love that.
I was born in Mexico and I am currently residing here in Florida. I am greeting you from Florida and thank you for being here. And now that I have said hello and given you thanks for being here, I would also like to share a little bit about my story and how my journey at Modere has been. Well, let me tell you that thanks to the products that are sensational, they're really the best. My trim, that I love it. My coffee, that the truth is...
Yes.
When I came to Modere, I came because I was very depressed. I came from having very little energy, very, very little energy. And thank God I found a person who spoke very highly of this product. And I gave myself the opportunity to try it. I gave myself the opportunity to find out what this product did and if it really worked.
Oh, heck yeah.
And look at what happened. What happened was that it was
Does
wonderful.
Mary Kay have a Puerto Rico section or all under the U.S.?
It's been a year of taking the product.
Okay, we're going to go look real quick. Mary Kay, countries. Mary Kay around the world. We've got. Oh, let me fix this. Where can I go? Me. And let me put my screen share up again. And Safari. I'll put this. I'm just trying to make this a little bit different. I know everyone can't really see it, but it's the best I can do for right now. We've got Argentina, Armenia, Belarus, Brazil, Canada, China, Hong Kong, China, Taiwan, Colombia, Czech Republic, El Salvador, Finland, Germany, Guatemala, Ireland, Kazakhstan, Lithuania, Malaysia, Mexico, Moldova, Netherlands, Norway, no! Lynn! Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Russia, Singapore, Slovakia, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Ukraine, United Kingdom, United States, and Uruguay. Oh, they're in Russia too? What? Okay. It is U.S. Does America have a Puerto Rico section? I think it must be under the U.S. Unless I just read it and I didn't see it. Cool, Harper. Holy shit, I searched car on my phone on my photos. I have her car on my phone twice. I've seen her back in August and 2 weeks ago. What? Yes, Karina. I know some MLMs like to have Puerto Rico as separate instead of under the U.S. Yep. Not Mary Kay, apparently. Let's see. Mary Kay. Okay, Puerto Rico. Where would it be? Where would it be? I don't know if they I don't know. I don't know. Mary Kay's been running wild too, so let me just finish her. Let me go back. I need to use my
Why does a Q-tips cut?
my Q-tips. I don't know how to get it out of here. Let's see. Can I hide this? There it is. Where's the I don't know how to get it out. Dang it. I'll have to reset the scene. God dang it.
Of taking my trim, and I have lost a lot of body fat, and now I have a lot of energy. And now more than anything, apart from trying what is trim, I have more energy, my self-esteem has risen, my change has been totally different. And in just 1 year, my changes have been totally a blessing for me to be here and to share about the products that are wonderful. And another of the things that I share is about how I got here to the company. And look, I found out about the company from trying the products, and I was given the opportunity to come to Modere. How did I get here?
It looks like they're doing it through StreamYard.
Like a fire, like a lightning bolt to why not give myself a chance, share these products with other people, to connect with other people and spread the word about these fabulous products. And that's how I gave myself the opportunity to get to Modere.
It looks like they did it in StreamYard. They gave their people a white PowerPoint slide to put their pictures on, and then they did a white background, and then the person has the picture here, and they're running the setup. Someone else is running the setup.
The experience of sharing with many people from different countries, and
not that it matters.
I have had the opportunity to share with them about
the translation is not the best, to be honest.
The trainings that I've had in the company. And let me tell you that if you're looking at me right now and you have not been given the opportunity to be at a company that really opens the way for you, this is your opportunity. This is the opportunity that you want, that you are wanting to start your business from home, from your cell phone. And how? Well, making it known by sharing this magnificent...
I prefer... Hey friends, I'm back. Sun woke up right after I got on, so I had to dip out for a bit. Welcome back, Kira. Well, we heard Melissa Truitt, which is that former Young Living Diamond, and our book girl. And then and she was just being unpalatable, I guess. And then we heard this girl, and I don't know why they didn't just let her speak in Spanish at full volume and then auto translate it below, because it seems and again, this is me not being able to speak Spanish fluently, or not even being from a Spanish speaking country. I can't speak to it. It seems disrespectful to her. From a marketing perspective, it seems disrespectful to her to be doing it this way. Like, I don't know.
Product like trim, like our Logic, like liquid biocell, which are really magnificent products that you can begin to share with people. Because if there's a product that's really worth it, like trim, that will help you trim body fat, that will help you feel better, well, here is your opportunity. And how can you do it? Well, easy and simple. Nothing more than just having that decision to start. And how? On your social media. That is the only opportunity. And that's where that opportunity was open for me to be here and to share with you. And let me tell you that it has been the best decision that I have made in my life to be starting this business, and how I can connect. And
additionally, if they have anybody on their team who is hard of hearing, listening to listening to one language and then having the second language over on top, it's, if you are hard of hearing on any scale, that makes it even more difficult to hear.
How, what I really would like for you to understand today is how you can start to generate income. If you have a dream in your future and you want to see something, you want to grow, and you are here in this country that is opening up opportunities for you, and in this company that is giving you the opportunity to have a business from home, then you can do it. What will your dream be? Probably your children. Probably maybe something like a house. It could be any dream that motivates you, that you can get ahead. My motivation are my children. My motivation is to see them graduate from college. That is my dream. I am a single mother, and my dream is to see my children fulfilled. And I share that with you. You're probably looking at me, maybe your husband is looking at me right now, and I invite both of you, because here's a company that's opening its arms so that you can start generating income from home by sharing products that are wonderful. They are totally natural, organic products that make your dreams come true. Your dreams. You just have to make the decision to start. And how? Well, acquiring, trim, and sharing the great benefits that both me and many people have obtained from trying this product and all of the other products that are
Same,
wonderful.
Christy.
I hope my experience has helped you.
I wanna fast forward to Justin Prince. There's gonna be price adjustments. I'm gonna let y'all watch these. I want to listen to Justin because he is a whole. If anyone ever sees this who has left Modere and you have the book that Justin gives to people to jump from one company to another and not get sued, will you please send it to me anonymously? I really want to see it. There we go.
Here from Justin Prince, and guys, have an amazing 2023, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
Rock on. Let's go, Justin.
Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Justin Prince, man. Happy New Year. And this is the best me
This
in
is the
23. This
dude
will be the best
that
version of yourself, my friends.
sued Jesse Lee Ward.
Give yourself that gift of making the decision to get the best shape of your life. Give yourself that gift
Aaron
of making
Bees
the
has all
decision
the
to get
deets
best
on
finances of your
that.
life. You know, have your marriage be as strong as possible, your relationship with your kids, and those that are important to you. Like,
It's listed in the lawsuit. It's listed in the Madison Vining lawsuit. I need to go back and look at it. I had downloaded the lawsuit from, what's it called? I downloaded the lawsuit, and then I was looking through the screenshots of the Madison Vining, or Young Living versus Madison Vining, and then I couldn't find the book, so I need to go see what the book's called.
this is your year, my friends. This is your year. And you claim that, you declare that, and you go make that thing happen. So super honored to be able to be here with you for just a couple minutes, and fired up to be able to share some thoughts and some ideas and some concepts that I think will change your whole life and change your family's life. You know, I live in southern Utah, so it's a place called St. George, Utah, kind of this, you know, desert, red rocks, kind of by Zion's National Park. I'm from Salt Lake City. My wife and I, particularly pre-COVID, I used to travel, you know, a ton for business. And one morning I wake up, it's a 4:30 a.m. wake up call. I have an early morning flight. I jump in the shower. I got a dull headache. I put a hoodie on. I put on like a big jacket, like a scarf, you know, and I didn't want to drive to the airport. It's snowing and it's icy and it's cold and it's dark. So I call an Uber. Have any of you ever had someone say yes in the chat if you've ever had a weird Uber experience? Okay. So the Uber pulls up at about 5:30 in the morning. I kind of pull my roller bag down the stairs, try not to slip on the ice. And the guy gets out, opens up his trunk. I put my bag in, shuts the trunk. I go sit in the back. I was going to either go to sleep or I was going to, you know, work on my phone. I was not being a good social marketer, by the way. I was just like kind of tired and grumpy and didn't really want to talk. But out of respect, I said to him, I said, "Good morning, how are you?" And the guy goes, "If I was any better, my name would be Justin." And I was like, what is happening? Like this, like I'm all about passion. I'm all about enthusiasm. I'm like, what's the deal? You know, literally, I was like, am I being punked? Is this like candid camera somewhere? Like, who is this guy at 5:30 in the morning in a freezing day? And I go, how long have you been driving for Uber? Like, what got you into this? And he said, well, my cats, they don't meow, they roar. And so he said, they start roaring at 5 in the morning. I figure I got to feed the cats. So I get up, I feed the cats. It's 5:30. He said, what else am I going to do? I don't have work till 8:30. I'm like, okay, you know, I can follow your logic. I guess that makes a lot of sense. And I said, well, what do you do for work at 8:30? And this guy is the co-founder of an $87 million tech company in Provo, Utah. This guy is a multi-millionaire whose cats don't meow, they roar. So he wakes up and drives for Uber for 3 hours in the morning. My friends, sometimes you don't recognize the true identity of the person sitting next to you. Here's what I want you to know. Success is an identity process, and you will never outperform the way that you see yourself. So if you see yourself as a loser, listen, you're not going to show up and play like a winner, pay the price, do the things a winner would do. If you see yourself as a winner, you're not going to roll over and quit like a loser would. And so as we start this new year, you say, who am I? What is my identity? James Clear wrote the book, Atomic Habits. And there's 2 kids, and one of them stole the candy. And they said to the first child, did you steal the candy? The kid said, I didn't steal it. Said to the other kid, did you steal the candy? The kid said, I don't
He doesn't
steal.
get any extra points.
I don't steal is a different identity than I didn't steal that particular piece of candy. It'd be like if you don't drink alcohol and someone's...
Can I just say one thing? I know technical difficulties can happen. I get it. Y'all know. We have them all the time. It keeps us young here on my channel. This is a presentation. It is a kickoff event for a multi-$100 million company. If you're going to do it virtually, you need to hire a company to take care of this for you, because this is not full screen. Is that Justin's fault? It might be. I don't think it is. If I was doing this and they're doing it in StreamYard, white background, white slides, I'd load up every speaker, everyone in one PowerPoint presentation, and then you'd have multiple people working the cameras to have it go smoothly. Oh, forget it. Doesn't matter, no. It's an MLM.
Did you drink the beer? You wouldn't say I didn't drink the beer. You'd say, well, I don't even drink. It's not even part of my identity. My point that I'm saying is you'll be over time consistent with it, and you'll never outperform the way you see yourself. So here's what I like
no, she hates his guts.
Look around the names that you're seeing on the virtual tonight.
She accused
look
him
around
of...
and see these names. Sometimes you don't recognize the true...
You have to go... Well, I guess we could just read the lawsuit sometime.
Greatness of the person you're sitting next to. And I want you to know who you are. You're the one, my friends. You're the one. You're the one that an entire heritage of people has lived and bled and died for. You're the one.
What?
You're the one they've given all of the tears, all the sacrifice, all the pain, all the blood, all the joys, all the wins, all the triumphs of an entire heritage of people. They all came around from all over the world to create you. You are the one. This is your identity. You step into this. You say, listen, this is going to be the best year of my life. Why? Because I'm going to step into who I really am. I'm the one. If you take your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents for the next 12 generations, going back up that line, it's 4,094 people. 4,094 people from around the world came together to create you. You are the one. And so my invitation to you is you start your years to be the one. You'll notice it doesn't say become the one. It says be the one. Why? Because you already are the one. You start realizing, who am I really? You're the one that's going to...
Why do we not have more videos on this dude? I'll just start making more videos on this guy.
Change it for your posterity's lives forever. When that future generations of kids who are yet unborn, when they look up into that family lineage, they say, it was her. It was him. She's the one. She's the one that changed our family's life forever. He's the one that taught us the economic principles. She's the one that broke the chains of abuse in our family. He's the one that broke the chains of addiction in our family. It was him. It was her. She's the one that built the empire. It's my great-great-great-great-grandma. She's the one. That is your invitation to step into who you really are and to go be the one. And so as we have this conversation, I want to encourage you to be the one that does at least 3 things in your life as you map out your 2023. You want to be the one that dreams. You want to be the one that fights. You want to be the one that persists.
Full screen.
You say, am I a dreamer? Am I someone that has a vision for my life, some goals, something I'm looking to accomplish? Am I someone that fights for those and shows up early, stays late, goes for it? And then also, am I the one that persists? So it starts with this, my friends. Be the one that dreams. Write in the chat, I dream.
No, thank you.
I dream. When you talk to your kids, when you talk to your spouse, when you talk to your team, say, listen, I dream, guys. I'm a dreamer. I've got plans. I've got goals. I've got a life to live. I'm not here just to live and breathe and die. I'm here to make something of this whole thing. So, I've done some work with Brendon Burchard. How many of you guys are familiar with Brendon Burchard? Write the word Brendon in the chat if you've heard of him. He wrote High Performance Habits. He's, one of the most successful kind of success or high performance coaches in the world. So in High Performance Habits, he took a survey of the most successful people in the world, and they did a survey. It's the biggest survey in human history of high performers. What's the difference between a high performer versus everybody else? Well, one of the questions they asked is this. They said, if you were to tap a high performer on the shoulder, and you basically ask them, Can I just say one thing? I'm going to take the captions off for a second. This does not matter at all. If you're, again, as my arm is cut off, hold on 1 second.
And look, I don't get paid for streaming, so like I don't. Oh, let me fix this. Edit. That's why. Width. There we go. I have arms again. Okay. Look, if you're working for a multi-million-dollar company and you're bringing in millions of dollars a year, okay, fine. You show the picture of you and Brendan Bouchard. He got a picture off of the internet, and he just downloaded it, and you can see it's cropped right here. Like, have someone else make your stuff. Does it matter? Kind of, when you're doing millions of dollars a year in commission. Kind of does. Kind of looks unprofessional. Man, I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things. I don't know why this matters to me. It just takes away from the credibility of, like, I mean, I guess being in an MLM does take that away, that credibility in general, but like, I just want to look at one PowerPoint presentation that's not bad.
Latest dream. What's your latest goal? A high performer will answer that question 4 to 7 seconds faster than the rest of the population. Why? It's because their dream is on the tip of their tongue. It's not in the back of their mind. It's in their soul. It's on the tip of their tongue. A dreamer is always focused on where things are going. So that's the kind of person that you want to be. Is you're a dreamer. You're someone that's focusing on the vision of where you can go, where you can take things. Now, for my story, some of you guys have obviously heard my story before. My wife and I have been married now for 20 years. So check this out. We just celebrated on January 4th our 20-year anniversary. I'm getting old, dude, freak. But
so what is he, 40? So he got married when he was 18. He's 38.
22. She was 25. I came from a broken home at age 12. We moved 13 times in the 7 years. I had really no professional background.
He got married when he was 22, so he's 42.
I used to work at a mall kiosk. I have no college education. I was the guy at the mall that you tried to avoid eye contact with, because if you work in a kiosk, you're like, don't look at him, honey, because if you look at him, they'll like pull you in his mall kiosk. And from the day my wife and I met to the day we were married was 3 months. I never thought I was going to be that guy. Full disclosure. I thought I was like scared of marriage and nervous about it. And like, I don't know. And we went for it, So day we met, day we were married was 3 months. We've now been married 20 years and have a beautiful family, 4 kids, the whole thing. This is a picture when I used to work at the mall, they selling the animated Bible videos. And I luckily had an incredible wife and a ton of support. When I'm 25 years old, I'm introduced to network marketing, this whole world of building direct sales. Guys, I was as skeptical as it gets. And by the way, you say, what were you so skeptical about? I don't even know. I don't know. People are often down on what they're not up on. That's kind of how I was. I just kind of had this negative bias or negative skepticism about it. But man, once I got over that, I thought you can work for 3 or 4 years of your life, 5 years of your life. You can build an income stream that could potentially follow you for decades. There's really no risk. It's just all upside potential. You could create leverage. You could create, freedom in your life. I was like, I'm in, dude. Let's do this. So I went for it. And kind of the short story, very first company failed. I was below zero financially. That being a kind of precarious financial situation, back on credit cards, back on taxes. I was really struggling. And
he's talking fast because we have him talking fast. So that's my bad.
Feelings, where you wonder, is it possible for me? Is it possible for you to create, to design an
He's a better speaker than I'm giving him credit for.
Second company I joined, I go for it. I had to go get 2 part-time jobs. At one point, moved my pregnant wife and our 2 kids into the loft of my wife's parents' garage. 2 babies are sleeping in the closet. My wife and I are sleeping in the loft. Many nights I laid there, 1 in the morning, it's pitch black in the room. I'm like, are you awake? She's like, yeah. She goes, are you awake? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I go, honey, am I crazy? Like, am I chasing a fake dream? Like, is this ever going to actually happen? I know it's happening for someone else, but like, it's never going to happen for our family, like for us. Some of you are probably asking yourself as you start 2023, are you chasing a fake dream? Is this ever going to actually happen for you? And my friends, I ultimately became the fastest growing distributor over a number of years in that company, traveled all over the world, speaking in Moscow and Omsk, Russia, and Almaty, Kazakhstan. When I was 29, I was like the keynote speaker at the convention for like 6,000 people. I was like, what's happening? And I started to make this.
And like, I get it. Marketing is more than just, I mean, just one. I'm sure they do have a marketing person. I don't. My whole thing is don't give your customers, don't give your viewers speed bumps. That's going to stop them from listening to what you want them to say. So this is good for us, I guess, and maybe it doesn't matter to anybody else. It's all a speed bump for me. It's a visual speed bump, and it prevents them. It generally prevents people from listening to what you're trying to say. So it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Not in this sense, because it's multi-level marketing. Sometimes in a school sense it matters. Sometimes in a learning environment where you're like learning good things, not how to create a pyramid structure, but still.
Whole thing real. But at that point, I got to a place where I thought I lost my belief in the whole network marketing business model. So I ended up selling that business. I was out of networking for the next 2 years. I was doing private equity consulting. And then I came in originally as a consultant to this 25-year-old direct sales company to see if we could transform it. In that transformation process, we ended up creating Modere. We created social retail, the comp plan, everything. We ripped it down to the floorboards, rebuild it. And, here we are, starting in year 9 this year. Took us about a year to transform it. And then, we launched in February will be the beginning of year 9. And I didn't want to be a consultant anymore. I was like, yo, I'm in, dude. Let's do this thing. So I wanted to go for it. I wanted to go in the field. So literally, I started a team, said, I'm going to do this thing. Like, let's go. Started at zero, just like all of you do. Like, I got my first customer. Tony and Sarah said, you were actually my very first social marketer that said it makes sense to me. And we just kind of went for it and started to make it happen. And during that time, during that process, we've gone on to build, as you guys know, an incredible company, one of the fastest growing online retail brands in the world.
They all say that.
Things together as a team. We've attracted great people together. And I want you to know this, my friends, it was all just a dream.
What? Business for Home doesn't say they're one of the fastest growing. I wouldn't even say Modere's in the running for fastest growing.
It started all as a dream, the whole thing. This idea that we could disrupt the industry, this idea that we could create customer pods, or this idea that we could, have customer to customer sharing, or that people could earn a living from just simply sharing a discount code and, from an app and get paid twice a day. It was all just a dream. It all started as a dream. And your dreams, the things that are in your mind and in your heart, this stuff is stuff that you can create. You can make this stuff real. But it all starts with the dream. Your dreams have to be on the tip of your tongue. A dream in the back of your mind won't motivate you. It won't move you. It won't move your soul. So you kind of pull this stuff out of yourself and say, I can make this thing happen. Those first, Modere's had a ton of ups and downs and strengths and struggles. This is how every business is. But those first number of years, it was all just a dream. And now it's starting to become more of a reality. We're 2.4 billion in, and we're making some things happen. But I want you to know this: my dreams, my goals for what I feel like we can accomplish together is just getting started. We have the Project 23 launch here in a couple months. This is going to be an incredible year for us. We have so many great things happening. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be part of our business. Ozma Ishak, our CEO, she's a unique woman for many reasons, but one of them is this: how many people do you know that formulated their own product that did over $1 billion in sales? She's done that twice. So 2 different products over $1 billion in sales, that thinks that this is her biggest one. Like, that's a unique person. You have, in this case, 3 different, potentially different $1 billion products. Like, my friends, this is a great time. The dream is still very rich and very alive. We're all familiar with Dr. Martin Luther King, and he gave the famous, what was called the I Have a Dream speech in the Lincoln Memorial back in August 28th of 1963. Check this out. August 27th.
Do not commandeer a speech that has nothing to do with multi-level marketing products. Do not commandeer a speech that was about so much bigger things than selling a product to people and selling a product that is highly inflated because it has to pay multiple pyramid lines in your fucking compensation structure. Is he literally about to do this? Again, it goes back to maintaining the integrity of the original form of the medium. So with books, or with research papers, or with papers, or with speeches, sometimes you can grab quotes when it's in the similar vein of what you're talking about, and what you're talking about is what the paper was talking about, or what the book was talking about, or whatever. There's no way, if he's about to share a quote from this speech, there's no way that it's okay.
The day before, they wrote the speech. Martin sat in a lobby with his key advisors. And as he sat in the lobby, they were thinking through, like, what do we talk about in this speech? Do we talk more about policy? Do we talk more about, like he was a former Baptist preacher. So like, do we like bring like faith and kind of God's role into it, into the civil rights movement? Like, what do we talk about? And his advisors, he said to me, he goes, guys, I could talk about the dream. I could talk about my dream, the dream that I've been sharing on street corners, and the dream I've been sharing in little churches and on city halls and anywhere anyone would listen to me. I've been sharing this dream or this vision that I have for the country. And guess what his advisor said to him? They said, Martin, your dream is trite, it's cliche, and it's overused. They said, don't tell him about the dream. How many of you have family members, friends that basically tell you when you tell them about your dreams that they're trite, they're cliche, and they're overused? Like,
there's no way this is even worse than misusing a quote. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. When you're talking about standing up to an entire system of filled with bigotry and racism, trying to keep a certain people group down because of their skin color, and someone trying to speak up at their own peril, and trying to change hearts and minds and the law. This is not an okay comparison. I thought that guy that we looked at who used the KKK skit was slimy, or was slime, like his behavior was slimy. This lacks so much integrity. I can't even tell you. And I know MLM people throw integrity around all the time. This is so shitty of him to do. Oh my God.
Like, who do you think you are? Like, you think you can make this thing happen? My friends, I had the exact same people say the exact same things to me. So when Martin wrote what is now known as the I Have a Dream speech, you'll be interested to know that I Have a Dream was never written in the speech. They actually have the actual written speech. It's never in there. So what happens is he's 11 minutes in. He's on the Lincoln Memorial. It's in the afternoon. It's hot, August 28th, so it's muggy and it's hot back east. And he's giving this speech, and it's a good speech compared to what all of us could do, but it's not a life-changing, moment-changing, like life-defining speech that would change not only a country, but a world. It's a good speech, but not a great speech. And 11 minutes in, Malia Jackson, who's a former gospel singer, she's standing behind Martin on the stage, and she says to him, she says, tell him about the dream, Martin, tell him about the dream. And then all of a sudden, Martin goes, and I have a dream today. And he starts into his cadence and his rhythm. It's on the tip of his tongue. He said that one day, little black boys and little black girls could hold hands with little white boys and little white girls and walk down the streets as brothers and as sisters. He said, and I have a dream today. And he starts into his rhythm and his cadence. He said that one day we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. And I have a dream today. And then the rhythm started, my friends. And then
I think the speech, you could say all you want about being able to have the correct rhythm, have the correct speech patterns, have the correct words on the paper. The speech hit home in the hearts and minds of people of color and people who are not of color, because people were waking up and seeing all of the awful things that had happened, were continuing to happen, and people were willing and starting to stand up together. And a lot of that was on Martin Luther King Jr. and the work that he and others did. And Justin Prince breaking this down and talking about cadence and strategic placement of words, and I'm not even saying this correctly. It feels so wrong. It feels so slimy here. And I'm not saying I'm I'm not even giving the right kind of credit or articulation to how bad I think this is. I'm trying not to have a breakdown listening to him.
He went on to, from his soul, from the tip of his tongue, give the dream. You want to know why this happened? Because he'd been sharing the dream on the street corners and in the small churches and in the one-on-one conversations, in the groups. He'd been sharing the vision, sharing the dream. As you start your 2023, my question to you is, what is your latest dream?
Oh my God. Justin Prince, are you kidding me right now? I know you're not kidding me because you look like you're dead serious on this presentation. You could have not chosen a worse thing to manipulate to use for your fucking sales pitch, my guy. Having wanting people to stop being beat up and lynched and segregated and just, I'm not know all the right words, but just dehumanized is in a completely different universe than selling shitty multi-level marketing products. I cannot believe this is a talk. I cannot believe that Modere allowed this talk to happen. Why is no one else in Modere speaking up and saying, no, this is bastardizing this speech for our own nefarious purposes is wrong? Why is nobody speaking up? We have 1.3 thousand comments on this post and it's all positive.
What is your latest goal? What are you looking to accomplish? It should be on the tip of your tongue. And it'd be something that we share on Zooms and we share on Facebook Live and we share on live video or on a story, or we share with our neighbor or our friend, our coworker, or our kids or our spouse. We share with them, hey, this is mom's dream. This is what we're looking to accomplish with this whole thing. This is dad's goals. Like, get
go
on
find
board.
your
We
kitty.
can make this thing happen. You share it with
Fizz,
your spouse.
go
Honey,
get your cat.
What do you know? I remember saying to my wife, 25 years old.
This is upsetting. What he's doing is wrong. If you need to leave the chat and go chill and not hear this trash, always protect and advocate for your mental health. Always do it.
Go, honey, we're going to do this. You know, it's like we're going to be successful. Like, we're going to make this thing happen. That was all casting it out. I think my very first check was $17, 17 years ago. Like, whew, had a long mountain to climb. My friends, your
Hi,
dream may
Janet.
not be as important or significant culturally as Martin's dream, but your dream is the fuel for your soul. Your dream is the dream that inspires you and your...
Please do not share this with anyone. This is some absolute nightmare fuel. I think it needs to be shared, and people who can speak out on it in a intelligent way because he should not be allowed to continue to spread and influence others with his twisted perspective and using things for his own profit. He shouldn't be allowed to do it. So if that's Brianna Jewell or Chelsea, may know other people, but just because, not just like, I think that the commentary space and being able to speak up and speak out and say, this is wrong. And if no one else is going to say it, the anti-MLM space is going to say it. until people in these companies start standing up for what's right. Because this is wrong, and he gets to get away with this shit because he makes them a lot of money.
Dream is the dream that inspires others. You've got to have this stuff on the tip of your tongue. You've got to fight for that dream. Have a dream. So put in the chat, say, I dream. One of the first things you have to do to go to the next level, create the incredible life, is to dream. Second thing is this, put in the chat, I fight.
Oh my God.
You know, I fight. So one is you dream, and then the second is you have to fight. Les Brown says it this way. He says, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace.
Oh, okay.
My main man AJ has not been.
My reading comprehension is bad. Thanks for clarifying.
This is what happens, my friends, when you work from home. All right. So he's not been feeling well. He's kind of had like a cold/flu these last couple of days. So he's kind of not doing great. But Les Brown says it this way. He says, if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you'll gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, if you'll simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, famine, nor gout, sickness, nor pain, a body and brain can keep you.
I just need to copy this because I'm going to download it after the stream so I can give it to Aaron and
away from the thing that you want. If dogged and grim you beseech and beset it with the help of God, you will get it. That's what you fight for, my friends. You have that kind of burning desire, that kind of burning fuel in your spirit to say, I've got big dreams and I'm willing to fight for them. So there's 3 F's I want to encourage you to think about as you start 2023.
Karina, tell her I'm downloading it for.
You out of here, bud? Well, guys, I hope you'll learn to last longer in this presentation than my main man AJ. He's checking out on me, okay? 3 F's. I want to encourage you to write these down. First thing is this, my friends, you've got to go fight for your family. You've got to go fight for it. Like, they're watching you. These kids are watching you. Fight for it. You go for it. There's dreams and goals. You're the one. You fight for your family. You make things happen. You know, when I look back at these pictures now, when you see this picture, don't see my family. When you see this picture, see your family, your kids, your spouse, your nieces, your nephews, your.
Why is Justin in the center and everyone's behind him?
For these guys. When I'm doing that video or that story or sending the link or, putting out the customer fire or helping the team or doing the Zoom, all of it is part of the fight. The fight for what? The fight for your family. They're watching this example.
What the hell?
They say my mom's a dreamer and she fights for it every single day. My dad's a dreamer and he fights for it every single day. They don't just roll over and quit. That's their identity. Their identity is, yes, they're a dreamer. Their identity that they're
Kira said, fighting for the right to be considered human is not the same as fighting to be top of an MLM. He needs to shut up.
Consistent with over time. Is there a fighter? I used to literally fight. I used to do like Golden Gloves in Junior Olympics and in boxing. It's not easy being a fighter, my friends. Most people roll over and
hopefully
quit.
It's done soon.
Most people give up. That's not who you are. You're better than
that. It was
that.
a sucker
Why?
punch. It literally was a sucker punch out of nowhere because we were just, coasting on the surface with Melissa Truitt, former Young Living Diamond, who came over to Modere, who's now close at the top of Modere. Then we listened to a rep who lives in Florida who is Mexican, and she speaks Spanish, and they basically turned her volume down and English slapped her for the audience instead of letting her speak in Spanish and captioning it. And then we got to Justin Prince, and all of a sudden he's using situations and speeches in Dr. King to talk about how you should be fighting for your dream of selling an MLM product. And it's just awful.
Identity that says, listen, I'm the one, and the one fights for their dreams. The one fights for their family. The one also fights for their finances. You want to fight for your finances, my friends. You got to go for this stuff. Let's fight for the idea for you to
Welcome
have
back,
sovereignty or
Fizzlesticks.
freedom over your financial situation.
Literally no
Meaning
reason to
you're
apologize.
Out of debt. You're out of your consumer debt. Do you know how many divorces there is or
Yes.
stress there is on relationships because of finances? I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that, where it's the pressure. It's not they don't love each other. It's just that pressure of the finances gets to them. So this is what you fight for. You fight to work through this stuff, to learn financial literacy, to maximize your income, to minimize your expenses, to build, cash flowing assets for your family. You fight to create a financial fortress around your family where you're wise with your money, but you learn how to generate additional income. And this is worth the fight. It's worth the challenge that you have to go through. Successful people know to be the one I have to fight, and part of that includes the fight for your finances. The third F I want to encourage you to write in your notes is you fight for your freedom. You fight for your freedom, your sovereignty. There's kinds of freedom. We talk about economic freedom. There's two other kinds of freedom that you can create in a business like this. One of them is time freedom. Some of us can make...
I think we'll just fight to shut down Modere at this point, sir.
More money in a job, or we can make more money by getting another job, but we give up too much of our life. We don't actually have control of our time. We kind of exchange our time more for money and our money more for time, and we don't create any leverage or any freedom in our lives where you actually have some economic potential, but then you also have time freedom. You have time to enjoy it, to actually enjoy that time that you can create, where you can go do more good, serve at a higher level, inspire more people, reach deeper into your community, into your church, because you have time freedom. You can serve the high school kids or the college team or the local drill team. You can help them. Why? Because you have time. You can be at your kids' game. Why? Because you have time. You can earn that time, and that time is worth fighting for. The true currency, my friends, is not money. It's not dollars. It's not euros or yen. It's not pounds. You want to know what the real currency is? It's time. Time's not renewable. You can earn more cash, but you can't earn more time. And you want to live life like you're running out of time. Alexander Hamilton.
God.
The play Hamilton. He wrote the Federalist Papers that defended the new U.S. Constitution with James Madison, and Alexander Hamilton. They were going to write 25. They ended up writing 80 of them. James J. got sick. He wrote 4. James Madison wrote 25. Alexander Hamilton wrote 51 of the Federalist Papers. And you say, there's a song in there that's called Nonstop. They said, Alexander, why are you always writing like you're running out of time? Day and night like you're running out of time. My friends, you want to know why he wrote like he was running out of time? Because he was running out of time. He was ultimately killed in a duel by Aaron Burr, the former vice president of the United States. He was 47 years old when he died. He's not that old. Not that old back then, and certainly not today. My friends, you've got to write like you're running out of time, because you fight for your freedom so you can earn some of your time back. And then the last one is, let's see, you fight for your family, you fight for your finances, and you fight for your freedom. Your freedom of time, and also your geographic freedom. Your geographic freedom. What I want you to know is this: you go build a strong, stable business. You can literally live where you want. Why? Because you have the ability to internet and Wi-Fi. You can build your business anywhere. My wife and I lived up in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is known as the greatest snow on earth. What means it's freezing in the winter for 5 or 6 months. Remember, I get in my car to go to the gym at like 5 or 6 in the morning. It's 2 degrees. I'm like, what the heck are we doing here? So I came back and told my wife, I'm like, honey, I don't like the snow. I don't like being this cold. So we moved 4 hours, into like a resort area with the Red Rocks, into the desert. My friends, you can live wherever you want when you create economic freedom. So you fight for your freedom.
Or when you exploit others and they pay into your commissionable downline.
Winston Churchill, when they were doing what's called the Battle of Britain. Now, sometimes when you hear these stories, we listen to them with what's called hindsight bias. Hindsight bias means we already know the end of the story. So we're like, yeah, it's not that dramatic.
I don't know why I'm
all
lagging,
the drama's
sorry.
in the details. When the Nazis were invading Britain in the Battle of Britain, they were bombing London and destroying the entire city. It was such a devastating time. The Nazis, as you know, was the most advanced war machine up until that point that we'd ever seen. They'd taken all over Europe. And if they took over Britain, not only would basically all of Europe fall, but they would be so close to the States that would potentially have terrible results or terrible effects on what could have happened in the United States. So much of Britain was saying we should give up to stop the bombings and to stop the devastation of what was happening during the Battle of Britain. Winston Churchill would not give up. His identity as a leader was that he was going to fight, and he was going to rally the team and rally the country and rally the parliament to never surrender, and that victory was the only option. This is identity, my friends. Victory is the only option. Write this in the chat. I will persist until I succeed, and it's not over until I win. It's not over until I win. I'm not going to surrender. I'm going to make this thing happen. So on June 4th, 1940, when most of Parliament was saying that they should
everyone's saying, I fight.
Churchill stood up and said one of his most famous speeches. He says, talking about their
everyone's
need
saying,
to fight,
I fight in the chat.
Fight for their families, fight for their country, fight for their freedom, go for it. This is an identity. He says, we shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and in the oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and strength.
I mean, it was a good speech.
We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets, and we shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. My friends, that's identity. That you say, it's not over till I win. I'm never going to surrender.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I want to encourage you to say this.
You can leave at any time. You can leave a multi-level marketing company at any time.
Is you're going to fight for your family. When someone says you can't do it, you say, I'm going to stand back up and go again. When someone knocks you down, you're going to stand back up and go again.
I'll fight Justin.
When a team member quits, you're going to stand back up and go again. When a customer says, I don't want to order anymore, you stand back up and go again. Why? Because you're a fighter.
Because
you fight for
you're
your
part
family,
of my downline.
You fight for your finances, and you fight for your freedom.
Damn.
All right, last one is I persist. Write in the chat,
yep.
I persist.
Yep, Mia, yep.
When you have the identity as the one, you persist. Og Mandino wrote the famous scroll in The Greatest Salesman in the World called, I will persist until I succeed. I want to encourage you to underline and to circle and to circle and to star the word until. Here's why. The word until can guarantee your success. I will persist until I succeed. Most people persist until it gets hard.
You always seem to impress
Most people persist
me.
until they have a down month. Or
Amazing
a down
customer service.
Most people persist until a customer says, I don't want to order anymore.
I fight.
Most
I
people
fight.
persist
I
until
fight.
a team member is like, I don't want to do this anymore. The successful people with that identity say, I will persist until what? Until I succeed. And the word until can guarantee your success. Now, you kind of shared through my
another
story.
Picture of himself.
When I'm living in the loft of my wife's parents' garage, I'm working 2 part-time jobs. One was during the weekdays selling animated 25-year shelf life food storage. Like for a unique group in Utah, we pour water in. Tastes good. Just in case something bad happens.
I mean,
and then
that's
I was selling the Bible
Mormon
videos on the weekends.
Okay.
So this is a picture of me in an Arby's parking lot in Mesa, Arizona. I'm 27 years old, selling Bible videos on the side of the road and doing this Arby's parking lot. Well, long story short, I live in Salt Lake City at the time. I drive 5 hours north to a place called Boise, Idaho. Shout out to Idaho. What's up, Idaho? I'm up there at the Western Idaho State Fair. This is the end. I've just been grinding, trying to become financially free, trying to chase the dream, trying to make it happen.
Welcome back, Janet.
And my friends, I'm literally out of gas. I can't keep doing this anymore. Remember that night as I left at about 11:45. It's a 5-hour drive back home. I'm packing up my car and I start on this long drive back home. At about 2:30 in the morning, my eyes started to flicker. If you guys ever had that happen, you're like, I'm going to fall asleep. I'm out of here. And literally right at that moment, I see a rest stop. And I pull my little white Toyota Corolla, 250,000 miles in. I put it in. I lock the door and I put the seat back. No kidding, true story. I put my fist like this on my chest. I just remember thinking, if some disgusting trucker wants a piece of me, they're going to pick the wrong car. I'm coming up swinging if they want to mess with me tonight. So I'm done. I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm financially exhausted. I'm exhausted in my belief in myself. I'm exhausted in my belief in this network marketing. I'm exhausted in my belief in the company. I'm just like, I'm out. I quit. I can't do this anymore. Well, at about probably 4:45, maybe 5 in the morning, I kind of wake up. I put my seat forward. Oh my gosh, we're still got, 3-hour drive home. So I pull my car back out and I start driving the rest of the way. I get to our house. My wife has got these two little kids, Isaac and Sierra, these two little young babies, these two little kids, probably 5 and 3 at the time, ready for church. These two little kids, they come running up. I walk in just exhausted. And they're like, Dad's home, like hold your leg. And they're trying to hug him. My wife sees me, my chin's down, my shoulders are down, my eyes are exhausted. And she just gives me I was ready to quit. I was like, I'm just done. I just can't do it anymore. I didn't say this, but I was just worried. She could read it on my body language. She just gives me a big hug. Fast forward 1 year. I'd rank advanced multiple times in that company. I was literally living the dream that I envisioned. And it's only a year later. Well, I launched a new team, a new leader in Boise, Idaho. I went like with a guy. So we drive up there, we do the meeting. If you guys remember meetings at all, you like do the meeting, then the meeting after the meeting, then the dinner after the dinner, and then meeting after the meeting. So it was like late at night. So we start driving home. And this time we're like, I have all this financial pressures basically been relieved. Back, my credit cards are paid off, my taxes are paid off, I'm like kind of caught up. I'm out there launching new teams, making it happen. Life is happening. Got this beautiful little family, like all these bright days ahead. And right as I am thinking all this and dreaming and talking with this new recruit, I look through past him and through the window, and I see the exact same rest stop that I saw 1 year earlier that I slept at.
He's crying.
And I could almost envision in my mind's eye a white Toyota Corolla with 250,000 miles in it pulling into this rest stop. And I could almost in my mind's eye see this exhausted, worn out young father
his kids
pull into this rest stop, who was ready to give up. His shoulders were down, his chin was down, his eyes were down, he was exhausted, he was ready to give up. And I could almost envision this beautiful wife at home with these two little babies, like encouraging him, like, you can do this. And I almost wanted to reach out and talk to him, or like have like a conversation with him. I wanted to say to him,
multi-level marketing,
don't you give up, boy.
Why didn't he reach out then?
There are years of happiness and success ahead. Don't you give up, boy. Don't you quit. You get your shoulders back. You get your chin up. You keep doing your best to inspire people.
Truckers are some of the nicest people too.
Don't you quit. My friends, I look back, that was not that long ago. That whole dialogue was maybe 15 years ago. I've lived literally in a completely different life now. It's a life that I could only dream about, but I had to fight to earn it. And guess what? I had to constantly persist until I succeeded. You're the one, my friends. You're the one that dreams the dreams that inspire you. You're the one that dreams the dreams that inspire others. You're the one that fights for them. You don't just hope for them or like feel like you're entitled to them. You fight for those things. You fight for your family. You fight for your finances. You fight for your future and your freedom. My friends, you're the one that persists until you succeed. You're the one that has that kind of grit inside of you. It came maybe from your great-great-great-grandma. Maybe she was the one that gave it to you. Maybe it was your mom. Maybe it was your dad. Maybe it was your great-great-grandpa. Someone said, listen, you've got some strength in you, some grit, some toughness, some ability to overcome. My invitation to you as you start 2023 is to go be the one. Be the one that lives the life. Be the one that writes a story that future generations of kids, when they look up in that family lineage, they know you. Be the one that dreams the dreams. Be the one that fights the fight. Be the one that persists until they succeed. I love you guys. We're going to have an incredible year this year. I'm grateful for you. I respect you a ton. And I'm honored to be able to do business with you, to do life with you. And we are going to have a spectacular 2023. I'm excited to see you be the one that is the best me, the best version of yourself in 2023.
Oh my God. I thought he was just going to be... God. All right, let me go back. Well, here's a recap. Justin Prince is on our radar now. I mean, I've been blindsided before when I've been reacting to stuff, but I would have never have expected Justin Prince to do that. To use, to compare like big speeches that went with life changing and history pivoting moments, and then using that to push his multi-level marketing product. Now, I think that he is a decent communicator, and I can see how he would maybe motivate people. And I would, if anyone in Modere watches this, please speak up when you hear shit like what he's saying. Please, someone stand up for like awful crap that's going on. And I really don't understand how Modere can continue to back him and not, I don't know, give him some guardrails, because what the hell did we just listen to? I want to see someone do a behavior analysis on this shit. What a great note to end your recruitment video. Don't you love Justin? Oh, don't love you, Justin. You know nothing about respecting people. Is a speech before heading to war, idiot. Is AM Psychology still doing videos? I don't know, but I would love to. Does anyone know AM Psychology? Because I don't. Because this is on Facebook, so you can grab the link in here. I'll just put it in the live chat if you want to grab the link and send it to. Oh wait, what? Let me copy link. There we go. Copy link. Paste. All right. That's the link to this video. It was awful. I guess Justin is going to be added to the rotation with Tim Sales and Dominic Izzo and all the other dudes that were reacting. Ray Higdon. Oh my god. I think Modere might care if it impacts their bottom line financially. And I think that when I clip this and I tag them on Twitter, I think, and if people retweet it, it could make an impact. I think that when I clip it and I put it on my Instagram and tag Modere in it, it could make an impact. And at least it's going to be an electronic trail for people to be looking and seeing what type of people that Modere platforms in their company. So I don't think they care from a like human being perspective. I think they care if it's going to cost them money. And maybe it will. Maybe a bigger creator picking this up, it would impact people wanting to support their business because, or people not wanting to support their business because he's associated with it. Yeah, I think he's bad in his own way, for sure. We'll see what happens. I don't hate a lot of people, but I hate this. Karina. That's a good name for him. That's a good name for him. I think I'm adding him to my list. Dominic's back on my list. Ray's on my list. Several other people are on my list too. So, and I'm going to clip this. So if anyone wants to, I'm going to clip it in a minute and 30 seconds. I'll clip it down. I'll send the whole link to, and I'll report it to Modere as well. And I'll let y'all know when I tweet them. So if y'all are on Twitter, I would love if y'all retweet and tag Modere because it could get picked up. And I'll see if some other bigger creators want to cover this because his section alone is worth highlighting. I'm probably going to clip it in the morning and I'll let y'all know when I tweet it out. So, and I'll make a YouTube short and a Reels and stuff like that too. So I'm not trying to take him out of context, but I think he said a lot of things that I don't think that clipping them and shortening his talk to show all the bad parts paints him in a worse light than watching it all together would paint him in. Because I don't like taking people out of context, which is why we have insanely long live streams here. So, man. Wow. I feel slimy now. If you're watching this and you feel some kind of way at the end of this, send it to Savannah. Oh yeah. If you're feeling some kind of way about this, I think we're always going to run into people, unfortunately, who share and perpetuate awful ideas about human beings and also twist things for their own purposes that shouldn't be even in the same conversation. And Justin Prince using Dr. King's speech for his sales training and his motivational talk about how to sell more Modere product, and using a speech that was about equal human rights for people, and it lacks, it just it lacks everything that I would hope people would be able to decide on their own, like, hey, this probably isn't the right way to use this, because it's disrespectful to the hardship and the history and the struggles that the people that people of color have gone through and that continue to go through today. It doesn't take into account anything. There's just, he missed all the marks, and then I'm having a difficult time articulating it because I am upset about what he said. And if you feel slimy after this video, go pet your cat or your dog, or read a book, or craft something, drink some tea, maybe put some comfy socks on and snuggle under the blankets. Do something for your mental health to be able to not, obviously not forget what he said, but not let it ruin the rest of your day, because fighting against multi-level marketing and the companies and the people who are perpetuating these ideas, it's a long haul, and there's a balance of trying to uncover the deceptive and problematic things going on behind the scenes, and also taking care of your mental health, and those two can coexist. So I just want to encourage you to take care of yourself, and do something to help recalibrate yourself back to a better spot, even though Justin Prince is awful behavior was just awful tonight. So I think it deserves feeling big feelings about, but it's also not at the expense of you're important too. Your emotional and mental health is important too. And while I'm still trying to figure out what that balance is, I just want to know that I understand that watching some of this is hard. That, and it doesn't take away from the badness of what he said to also consider your own mental health and keep that healthy and strong and in a good spot, so that you can do what you need to in your life to stand up in your own way against deception and people harming others and all that other good stuff. So I hope that you all have a good night or day. I think this year there's a lot of MLMs having their kickoffs. We're reviewing them. And I'll keep doing that on my channel. There is going to continue being a mix of craft streams and gaming streams, because I need the mix in there for my own mental health. And I'm going to try to balance it out so that we don't end up losing hope at the end of the streams. Or at least I don't end up losing hope at the end of the stream. And it's not just, well, we all got dumped on. Have a good night. I hope that we can process it together, and it's easier processing things together sometimes, and to hopefully say, like, try to give you some kind of encouragement or something to reframe, or at least something to say, we're speaking up, and that's a good thing. And we're also trying to do other stuff to fight against people harming other people. So hope you have a good night, and I will catch you on the next live stream. Bye.